Hey book friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a video where we decide together some of the book series I'm going to continue in, because honestly, this has been the best reading year I've had in a long time. And I attribute that solely to reading series, because I was just looking at Goodreads the other night and I've read 66 books. First off, that's insane for me. In the past 3 years, I've barely made 52. And as of like early October, I'm at 66 books. And 45 of those books have been in series, somewhere in a series. You guys, I love series reading. And I think I always knew that, but maybe I just needed some statistics to back that up. And so in today's video, I'm going to be going back through my series tracker to kind of see where we're at, to see what series I'm just really excited for, as well as which ones I'm just going to let go of. And I'm going to take you along for that. All right, guys, so I've pulled up my Notion. So this was what I shared like early in the year when I was organizing my series. Now I'm changing things and I'll share a little bit of that, but it's kind of in process. There's just some things about Notion that I wasn't liking as much, as opposed to make my own Google Sheets, which is what I'm working on. But let's just look at the series I have. So as a little bit of an update, I finished a number of series. Actually, that's kind of fun. I finished a number of series. Like for instance, I'm up to date on the Folk of the Air series. I read entirely the Devoured World series by Megan E. O'Keefe this summer, and I've been raving about it ever since. I also finished the David trilogy this year. I finished The Part of Your World. I'm not sure about that one. I am not sure about like romance companion novels, but I'm up to date. I also finished the Rook and the Rose series by M.A. Carrick and The Darker Shade of Magic. So I've been knocking series off my list for sure. But I've been starting a lot of series too, and DNFing some series. So let's just briefly, I've started this one. This was The Secrets of the Nile. That had to do with, oh my gosh, what was it called? I started that, and the next book should come out sometime soon. I should check on that. And then Amina Al-Sarafi. I've really loved this book by Shannon Chakraborty. So I'm looking forward to more of those. Crowns of Nyaxia. So I loved the first one, Serpent and the Wings of Night. I didn't love the second one, but I don't think I'm going to totally give up on the world yet. I'm not sure if the newest one is out yet, but I know it's coming out, but I'll just hold off and wait for people to read it. I am up to date on Hunger Games, but I'm so excited for the new one coming out. Like, I think it's called Sunrise on the Reaping. It's coming out in March. So excited for that. Crimson Moth, I just put out a reading blog. I loved this book. It was really fun. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. It was really fun, and the next one comes out early in 2025. So I'm keeping that there. So I don't think I need to move anything here. I'm okay with where I am in all of those. That just means I'm up to date. I can't really read anything else. I don't know, Crowns of Nyaxia might just now be out. I'll have to switch that to no here shortly. These are the series I've started and I'm not anywhere close to catching up on. Well, Amari, I only have, I think, one book, the newest one. I'm okay with that. Inheritance Games, I'll keep reading. Truly Devious, I enjoy. I have one left. Ooh, Crescent City. Okay, you guys. I've heard such bad things about the third book that I almost just kind of want to be done. Oh, that's a hard one. I feel like my completionist part of me wants to just complete that. But at the same time, nobody liked it, and I didn't like the second one, so why would I read it? I think I'm going to DNF that one. So let me switch this to DNF. I don't want to read it. I sold the other two. I don't want to read it. So DNF it is, and I'll have to move that down. And then Green Bone Saga. So this one, I'm in the middle of. I need your guys' opinions on this. I feel like it could be for me. I've heard it's more character driven, but I read the first one and it just didn't hook me enough to want to keep reading it, and I think I'd have to start it over. Same with Chorus of Dragons, although Chorus of Dragons I'm going to continue. I really liked Kieran. I liked The Confusing World. I would start over only because I would want to like be able to pick out all the Easter eggs. Green Bone though, oh, I feel like I could DNF that. I'm going to tentatively DNF it. You guys let me know if you think it would be something I would really enjoy. Throne of Glass I'm going to keep. I have the 4th Thursday Murder Club I'm going to read, I think, this year. Okay, Dublin Murder Squad. This is one that I did not like the first one, but I heard the second one was really good and I would like it. I'm just not drawn to it. I think I'm going to DNF that too. We're going to be brutal here. Winter House. Okay, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm personally DNFing it. I have all three and I'm going to keep them for my kids. That's the thing about middle grade. Same with Keeper of the Lost Cities. I don't like middle grade. I like YA. I've learned I like YA, especially fantasy YA, because of the romance, that it never tends to be super spicy, which I'm compiling a list of less spicy fantasy romance because I do enjoy that. I enjoy it in my books. Wow, the trend these days is just not what I want. So anyway, I think I'm going to DNF both of these middle grade series. I'm not getting rid of them. I've just moved them to my middle grade shelf. These are my homeschool shelves behind me, and above there are some of the books that are for my kids for a little later because they're not quite old enough. Red Rising, I just have to continue. I'm game. Mistborn Era 2, I didn't love the first one. That's where it sits in this like a completionist. Like when I get back to reading Brandon Sanderson, which hasn't been recently, I would want to read it. I think I'll keep it there. Stalking Jack the Ripper isn't my favorite, but I think I will keep it there. As well as Shadow and Bone, because I only have one Shadow and Bone left. And I want to pick up Six of Crows, which I have read. I just don't quite remember. And so I want to finish that. Oh, this one. Oh, my gosh, you guys. The Atlas Trilogy by Olivia Blake. I have them. I really like the first one. I've been reading the second one and it's such a slog. Like, I don't want to read it, but I really like the first one. Okay, I think I'm going to keep that there. I might come back to that one. All right, this one, the Rages Trilogy, I think I'm going to let go of. I liked it, but not well enough to continue. It was a little confusing, so Tawny Man, yes. Passage, I'm currently reading the 12. It's so good. Anyway, Tawny Man, Passage. Oh, I need to read the second one. Ruthless Vows. Raven Cycle, Shatter Me, these are all good. These are all recent ones. Okay, that actually gets me to, in 2024, what are some of the series I've started? And that's pretty much here down. Okay, so The Passage, Divine Rivals, I've read. I started the Raven Cycle, really liked it. Shatter Me's okay, I've heard that I should just go on, and I have the books, so I'm going to. Molly the Maid, The Expanse, I read the first Expanse, I really liked it. Serpent and Dove, Bone Season, I'm currently in the middle of the first one. I'm loving it, so good. Belladonna, this was also part of my reading vlog, my latest reading vlog, and I really liked it. Okay, so those ones I'm keeping. So I've managed to DNF 3. That's not bad, and that way I can get them off my shelves. Well, one thing off my shelves, never mind. These ones are already moved. Okay, irregardless. All right, now this. Now let's talk about this. These are all the ones I have not started. Now, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but this is a perfect time to mention it. The reason I am going through all of my series is also because I have an idea of kind of a reading project that involves series. Since I found out that I just love series, I have an idea, a vlog series idea, which will be really fun. And I think it's the next vlog that's going to come out on this channel. And it involves the fact that uniquely, I have a lot of series I haven't started. I think it's unique in the sense that I have a wonderful sister who gifts me a lot of books. And so I'm always like, yes, I'll start that. Yes, I want that on my shelves. I don't know if I'm going to like it, as opposed to how I buy books for myself, which is usually I buy one book at a time. So that's not the case here. Well, but actually a lot of these I do just have one book, like The Darkwater Legacy, which I've heard is really good. Chris Wooding. I've heard it's more like questy fantasy, high fantasy, which sounds good. Dandelion Dynasty, Queens of Renthia. I want to read all of these. I have Blood and Ash. And this is a gift from my sister. So I'm going to keep it and I'm going to try I have the first 3. So I'm going to try that. Wheel of Time. My sister gifted me these books and I love them because they have such a cool like spine. The spine makes a picture. I don't know why I like that so much, but I have them. I think I have the 9 books. I'm going to try and read them, even though I watch other booktubers kind of slog through them. I feel like they might be a series I really like. So I'm going to keep it. This one, The Bright and the Pale. I have the 2 books. I think it's just a duology. I think they're really pretty. I think it's a YA fantasy series. I'm just never picking it up. And so I don't know. This one I feel like I should just DNF because I don't ever want to read it. But then again, could be really good. Oh, now I'm waffling back and forth. All right, I think I'm going to soft DNF that, which means I don't think I will sell that yet, but I think I'm going to take it off of my series. In my plans for series reading challenge, I don't know if I would be excited if that one kind of popped up or got selected. Do you know what I mean? And so like, that's what I'm trying to ask myself. Would I want to start these? Like the Gilded Wolves, I feel like I would. That has more of a historical fantasy. The Diviners has always sounded good. I think the Sands of, I don't know how to say that. That's the We Hunt the Flames series. And that's just a duology. And I think I could like that one. Empire of the Vampire, I just have one. Oh, this Justin T. Call, I think I would like this. I like it's kind of almost like a villain origin story. Faithful and the Fallen, I am going to try and participate in Becca's reading club again. I tried last time. You'll see a little further down in this spreadsheet how that went. But I'm going to try that. Alex Stern, I do want to read Ninth House. This is another one that I brought over that I'm thinking I might just let go of. So there's these books. They're The Darkness. I don't know if they have a series name. It's an Icelandic like murder mystery series by Ragnar Jonason. I feel like it sounds good, but again, I'm just not picking up these kinds of books. I'm going to DNF that because again, if that got selected for my project, I would not be happy. So that means I should probably get rid of it. Sword Catcher. I brought that one over because this one I really want to try. I have been really liking Cassandra Clare. I've liked, what are they called? The Shadow Hunters. I mean, there's something she does in books, which I think she's pretty well known for that I don't like. But I think they're really fun. And again, YA fantasy I like, but this is adult fantasy and I know the second one comes out, so I want to read this. So yes, I would be excited if I got that. As well as the Mark Lawrence Library Trilogy. I think that sounds really good. Legends of the First Empire. I've heard lots about. I don't know if I'm as excited about it. This is The Discovery of Witches, and there's another Cassandra Clare there. Gentleman Bastards series. I don't know. This one I need your guys' help on. So this is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I don't know if this is like finished. I feel like there's something like that where it's been so long since a new one has come out. I just don't know if I feel like the target audience for this. But at the same time, I don't want to like get rid of something that could be like a favorite, right? This, oh, I don't know. Okay, I need some help on this one. I'm going to not DNF it. I think I think I'm going to soft DNF it, actually, because again, I don't think I ever would like that one to pop up. All right, Fortuna Sworn. I'm okay with this one. I picked up recently. It's recommended by one of you, so I want to try that. And then I have other ones that I have randomly picked up. So that's A Flame in the North. I've never heard anybody talk about this, but this feels like epic high fantasy, and it had Norse-inspired things. And I think I was responding to, what book was it? A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen. I did not like, but this felt like something, that same idea that I would like better, without all the like spicy stuff in that book that I just couldn't get behind. And so that's the Black Land's Bane. So I'm excited for that. And then I have this one I'm borrowing from my sister. And so this isn't technically mine, but she's letting me borrow the first one. No, so this is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent, which is the same author as The Serpent and the Wings of Night. This is a romantasy book. What I've heard and what I'm trying to collect. So let me know down below if you have any recommendations for me. I am trying to collect less spicy romantasy, like 1, 2 peppers. You know, I feel like it's so subjective how people will say this is not spicy or this is super spicy. I like slow burn. I like where the romance is not at the forefront, but it's just an added bonus that makes me root for the characters. And so I'm hoping this is along that lines. It could be. It could not be. You should let me know that as well. But I'm excited to try that book. So that was there. And then Bone Smith, I think that's, I don't know if that's YA, but that is more like adventure fantasy. So I'm good with that. Colorbound, I just picked that one up. And that one also is like more fantasy, less romantasy. One Dark Window is romantasy, but I'm hoping it is not super spicy, along with Feybound. And here I put in Lunar Chronicles. So I managed to find these at my library for like $1 or something like that. I found the first 3. And it's more of that like sci-fi, early YA. I kind of looked at the back of it. It might be something I save for my daughter or I might read. And so, okay, so those are what I have gone through. So I pulled out 3 series. That's not bad. So far I have shifted over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not bad. Okay. And then I do have a few that I have not started, but I don't own yet, but I still want to. And then, okay, let's talk about 2024 series that I have DNF'd. Oh, the Finley Donovan, I just decided based on what I was hearing that I could just be happy with the first one, with reading the first one and enjoying the first one, but not needing to go on in the series. That's how I feel about that one. And then these ones were already on there. This one, First Law. I tried, oh my gosh, I can't even remember what it's called. I remember one of the characters of Glocta. I remember just being very dark and plot meandering. Like there wasn't a good plot. I didn't like it. So I just got rid of those books. Here it is, My Fate, Inked in Blood. Yep. I sold that one already, as well as the newest Hafsa of the Blood and Tea. I just didn't really like that one either. And so there are so many on here. So there are a number of series I haven't put on here that I just realized that I haven't, mainly because I just got back from the library book sale like 2 hours ago. And I picked up a lot of books. I mostly picked up books for my kids, but I picked up these 2 books. So they're first in series. I wasn't going to get anything that wasn't first in series, and they're more like sci-fi fantasy. So this one is These Burning Stars by Bethany Jacobs. I'm not quite sure even what this is about, but I know it's sci-fi. I've heard her name before. I'm trying to get more into sci-fi after The Devoured Worlds, which I just loved. This is definitely not a new book, but it gets talked about every once in a while, and I want to try the Black Prism series, Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks. I don't even know how many books are in this, but it has to do with like magic that is color-based, and I just think that sounds really good. I also have these books. My sister gave me the first 3, so I'm going to start reading them in the proper season. The Lovelight Farms companion books, romance books. So I have those to add, as well as this one. I don't think I had this on my list for some reason. The Will of the Many. And this is by James Islington. I don't even know what this series is going to be called. Anyway, I want to read this. The next one comes out next year, early next year. And so I have a few to add on here, I realize. But I have been able to take off a number of books. So like I said, I took off 1, 2, 3 already. I had DNF those after reading them. That's how much I didn't like them. 3, 4. Oh, that one's still, I'm just not sure. Let me know. The Gentleman Bastards. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me know about Greenbone Saga too. That's 12 series though that I'm able to kind of pull off of my main sheet here. And why I wanted to do this, it's twofold. Like I just said, I'm going to be starting a reading vlog series. It'll be fun. You'll see it's the next vlog that I have coming out. It's also a little bit random in choosing some series, so that should be fun. The other thing is I wanted to move things over to my new reading tracker. Now this is in progress. I was following somebody's tutorial for setting up a Google Docs reading tracker. And so this is very similar to what she has. I'm going to adjust it. I was just kind of teaching myself because I really like this like progress bar, and I need to put in date started. So all these things. I also want to add a book tracker in here as well. So I just kind of want it all in one place. And I think I will have better organizational skills in Google Docs than I have had in Notion. So anyway, I might share this later or I might not, but I will link the girl down below whose tutorial I followed. But anyway, that's a little series check-in. Thank you for helping me DNF some series. Let me know down below on some of those series I'm on the fence on. I just don't know. But again, I'm loving series. Please let me know some of your favorite series as you kind of have seen me like process verbally out loud during this video some of the things I'm looking forward to. You might be able to recommend me some. So I would always appreciate that. But you guys, this is what I have for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just really excited. These kinds of things excite me. I know, it's very silly, but let me know your thoughts down below. And if you have nothing else to say, but want to leave me an emoji, let's do the Lovelight Farms. Let's do some, well, Christmas tree, mistletoe, something Christmassy, because I'm pretty excited about this book. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and you guys, I will see you in the next book video. All right, take care.